I'm interested in obtaining your services.
Services, or what services do you look for?
What do you, I just came randomly here. What do you do?
Are you a homeowner?
I was asking what you do.
Are you a homeowner?
Okay, you deny me assistance because I asked what you did, and you're asking me if I'm a homeowner. You're not answering my question.
I'm trying to give you the answers to your questions by using.
I just wanted to know what you do here. Are you denying me the right to know?
Housing services.
Okay,
so if you have a home, you're trying to refi, you're trying to do improvements to your home. What are you trying to find out?
I just wanted to know, people premeditate my entrance to the Department of Assistance. I'm trying to prove it to the FBI. It violates my rights. So I just wanted to know strictly, multiple businesses don't want me knowing what they do. So when I come in and I ask them what they do.
Actually, right there.
Yeah, but I just wanted to know what you did because I came in.
Help you with if you have housing or if you're trying to buy a house. If that's what you're trying to do. But that right there would be helpful. You can always look on our website.
Okay, well, yeah, you said if you have a house. Yeah, I'd like to buy a house.
Trying to help you get to where you need to be.
Oh, yeah, I'm trying to, I'd love to buy a house. So is there someone?
What you would do in that case is you go online, register for a first-time buyer program. It's a 45 minutes to an hour class. It's a Zoom class.
Oh.
They'll tell you what to do. You'll be assigned a counselor.
Because I've noticed that since my rights are being violated and all my things are premeditated and everything has to be online. My phone's hacked.
Okay, so
I'm just if I'm able to speak, people will oppress me trying to get services. If I'm able to speak and come up with a solution. Hold on. If I'm able to speak, I don't.
Before COVID.
You are more important than me. Who's telling people to behave like this and violate my rights?
I don't know. You're the one said people are violating your
rights.
But
this is peculiar.
Going through your phone and all that stuff. I don't know nothing about that, but I'm trying to.
You wouldn't let me speak. I know that I'm being oppressed trying to get services every step I take.
Used to do in-person classes.
I'm not able to speak.
You can speak anything.
I like to tell you what I'm looking for.
Do this here.
Okay, maybe you can do it with the feds.
With a what?
The feds.
A fist?
Feds.
Oh, okay. Well, do whatever you
people start arguments all the time to the Department of Assistance.
Go ahead. Do what you gotta do.
Yeah. Okay. Because I don't need to endure this all the time with people scheming each step I take to the Department of Assistance. You know exactly what's going on. You starting arguments to keep me from assistance.
Girl, nobody's trying to keep you from getting assistance.
And then you immediately pick up the phone just because I want services. I'm trying to prove this to the FBI.
Okay, well, you can prove it to the FBI. I don't care.
So what I was trying to communicate with you is I don't have the right to get on my devices. And you wouldn't let me speak to tell you that. To intercept and make sure I don't get services.
Excuse me.
Yeah, this is how it is, feds. Each time I get in services, it's a crime for me to get services. And you got to be punished and removed because it is enforced that you will not have rights, even though it's supposed to be illegal. If she is the man and that we treat her like a human being and have rights, you call us because she will not have them, period. So she lied and said, do you have a house? It says clearly that they help you purchase a house, but it's housing discrimination. FBI, I don't know what more you need to see before these people get their charges. Just random locations that are already premeditated and waiting for me to enter. And then the most priority thing, start arguments and blame me for their behavior. So this is what it's supposed to be right here. But abusers keep you from housing. And that's what's happening.
Hi, how are you?
Fine.
I'm Clark. I'm the Chief Operating Officer. What's going on?
I just have a conspiracy to violate my rights, and someone's premeditating my interests in environments and having people oppress me and keep me from services.
Do you want to go sit down and talk about it?
Okay. Sure.
Because I don't know about it, so
Can I use the bathroom real quick?
Oh yeah, it's going to be. I'll show you.
Each step I take, even going to go try to purchase coffee, I've been denied and scams, even at McDonald's and schemes, using the bathroom. They wouldn't let me use the bathroom. It's pretty amazing. The bus drivers drove off so I can use transit to keep me from fleeing abuse.
Second door on the right.
My phone's being hacked to keep me from fleeing abuse. It's Ken Clark.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just randomly go into locations and they premeditate my entrance. And I think that it's random, but it's premeditated that I get denied of all assistance for housing, and it's been happening years.
So tell me what brought you to us today.
I would like feedback on what you do. And it was sabotaging knowledge of what you do. Okay. She asked me if I had a house, and on here it says something about you have a home, you help someone get a house.
It's a bit complicated. What we do is we work with low and moderate income families And we have some programs that have grants that assist getting into a home. And then we're also like a bank. So we do lending to moderate and low income households.
Okay. Well, I asked for feedback and I wanted to know how do I get started and qualify for the services, but she asked me if I had a home and she was trying to strategize to deny me of assistance.
So
And what brought me in was it saying neighborhood housing services of LA, and I'm in need of housing. And like I said, I've been getting discriminated. I'm blackballed, and it's enforced that I don't get housed.
So are you looking to purchase a home?
I'm just looking for any kind of possibility for housing that I can come across.
Okay.
That's guaranteed because, like I said, I've been blackballed, and my housing has been intercepted to keep me in a crisis situation.
That sounds like a difficult situation.
It is very difficult. And then your whoever that was, her behavior was inappropriate.
Well,
she was trying to sabotage knowledge of what you do here, like numerous other locations.
Well,
and I'm trying to prove that my entrance is premeditated.
Well, let me take that.
And
back.
it's a violation of my rights.
Well, let me take that back for a minute. I've worked with her for quite some time, and
I hear this repeatedly over and over. I'm able to, if I had rights, her behavior was inappropriate. You was not there.
Okay,
I asked her what you do. She would not tell me what you do.
Does the brochure help?
It did, but she was trying to sabotage knowledge, which
Well,
gives me, it's quite apparent that someone pre-warned her to sabotage knowledge. So now that I know exactly what you do, even though she sabotaged it, I am interested in housing any kind of possibility I can get. So like I said, what attracted me was neighborhood housing services of LA County. And like I said, since it's crimes being committed to enforce that I'm not housed, I'm in desperation for housing, any kind of possibility I can get.
And getting intermediate short-term housing is not something that we do.
It just I don't want to keep on stepping in environments and then it be anything.
For us to be able to help you, you would need to be in a position that you want to buy a home.
Okay.
Which requires some financial gates you would have to go through and talk with the counselor.
Okay.
But we're not an organization that finds people immediate housing or even
All I did. This is a disconnect because everybody's saying the same thing. Each location is denying me assistance.
Well,
I'm just the main objective is the services that you offer. I'm interested in. So I would like to get the ball rolling on what you offer.
Okay.
Even though I'm aware that it's not immediate, how do I get started in getting the services that you offer?
Well, let's do this.
Okay.
Can I get your contact information?
Okay.
And I can refer that information to one of our counselors who could reach out to you.
Okay, there's no application because I don't get my calls returned, and whoever's violating my rights is having people say that they're going to call me back in each environment to not get caught for violating my rights in the conspiracy. So each environment, they all demand that I go through phone calls and the runaround to never get services. I've went through this with numerous other organizations. Okay. Used to be before someone was controlling my entrance. You filled out applications, you talked to someone, and you got their emails. I'll call you, so and so will call you. That's not how it is for me. They won't let me sign any paperwork, don't do anything. They'll say we'll call you, and it never happens.
And for us, it's a complicated process.
But there's no applications, and then you took the time out. I haven't been given an application.
Well,
I haven't been,
So how it works with us is we don't have an application. Because it starts with talking with a financial counselor and finding out what your financial situation is, what your work environment's like, what your income's like, what you can afford.
Well, how do you get your services if you can't apply for them?
Well, it becomes a conversation like this with one of our counselors who can talk about your financial position. And if it fits within what we can do, then we can continue the conversation. If it doesn't, then unfortunately.
Okay, so you have a service that you can't apply for, and that no one they have services that you can't obtain. So you talk to a counselor, and then you see if you're if your income if you meet the criteria.
Right.
But it used to be that there was a service, and then you talk to someone about getting the service. And then you went through the channels to see if you can get approved. But now with my life, you never get the service. There's catch-22s to make it impossible to get the services.
Well,
everybody has to call me back. I'm just telling you about my life.
Sure.
The government
I
has
appreciate it.
strategized to violate my rights in the conspiracy without getting caught, which is a felony. So they're strategizing very carefully to not get charges for their criminal activity to keep me from house and getting house and violating my rights. If you are demanding that I leave you my information, but I never get my calls returned.
Okay, so a couple things here. It sounds like you're in a very frustrating situation, and I can appreciate what you're saying. I've kind of explained to you what we do. We help people buy homes. If there is requirements that you have to meet to be able to do that, in order to find out if you qualify, you would need to speak with one of our counselors, because I'm not.
And let me guess, they're not here.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, well, can we see? Because I'm here, and you're not busy.
Well, it would require setting an appointment on the phone.
On the phone.
Which we could do that, but I would need your contact information.
You have to set the appointment on the phone.
You do.
Okay, I never get services because I'm talking to con artists. And
Well,
the government is strategizing for people to have a con artist not provide me with assistance so they don't get caught.
So what I can do for you,
Okay.
if you want, is I can take your contact information and make sure a counselor gets back to speak with you, because that's our process.
That's everybody's process to not get caught for violating my rights. I don't have choices. I'm just trying to prove that the government is strategizing an avenue to violate my rights and not get the felony charge for the conspiracy. So yes, I have to do what you're requiring, but I don't get my calls returned. This has been a pattern. Each environment I step in, they will not let me go through the process in person. They demand that I do it on the phone, and every single time I'm denied of assistance by con artists.
Well, and I don't know about that. And
I'm communicating it.
That may
So
be
what I'm
true.
trying to do is bypass the catch-22 and not have to speak with a con artist and handle my business in person. But since it is a conspiracy to violate my rights, it's impossible to handle my business in person. They demand that I talk to the con artists that deny me assistance every single time.
I'm sorry you're going through that. As I said, the services that we offer are helping people buy homes. It requires some eligibility requirements. Our counselors talk with individuals who are interested about that. It is over the phone. It is through email. We don't do it in the office for a number of reasons, but that's just
No one does to not get that
process.
felony. Okay,
So-
well, let's go ahead and whatever you got to
so-
do, because I'm not going to get the call, and this is how the government don't get their charges. Location to location.
So would you
Yeah,
like
yeah,
to leave your information?
yeah, I said that.
Okay.
Yeah,
So let me do this.
okay. And getting a phone call.
I will give this to your counselor today, and I don't know what their schedule's like. Usually it's 36 to 48 hours, so 2 to 3 days.
And why are the people are just so horrible now? They don't want to talk to you in person. They're cowardly. The customer service is so poor everywhere I'm at,
Well-
and you cannot do anything in person.